Alright, this is drawing number 3. Drawing number 3. I haven't made this series, another video for this series for the past few months. Well, the reason because I've been focusing on my animation. So if you subscribe to this channel, you notice there's a lot more animation videos lately. I'm trying to focus on that. Trying to create tutorial videos on those things and that topic. Trying to improve my quality and time as well. On top of that, I've been really, my company has been getting work. I'm a full-time animator, so I'll be getting more work and I've been getting more responsibilities. So that's kind of like stacking up and tiring me out actually. And usually after my work, I will go to the gym for about 2 hours. So in the end of that day, I've been pretty exhausted and I needed a rest. So I find myself drawing less and less and less. So right now I'm not drawing every day, but if I come back and I feel like I have some energy, I would spend maybe 15-30 minutes drawing. It's not a lot, but at least I'm doing something. So that's what I want to focus on for this video, is finding the time to draw when you do not have time. Now, first of all, you must ask yourself something about this skill that you want to develop. You have to ask yourself, why are you doing this? So because when I first started, I did not know why I was doing this. I just know that I wanted to get better at drawing, and it's a skill that I wanted to be good at for a very long time, since I was a teenager. And I just never got better. I got better slowly, but not good enough to be a professional at it. So I find that a little demotivating sometimes, because I don't see myself improving and I don't know where I'm going at that time. But over the past few months, I realized something that I actually wanted to make, and I wanted to make a pilot for a series. But I just wanted to make it for my own sake, just for a creative output, and something I could create that I can call it my own. And since I'm an animator, if I can combine my animation skills and a newfound drawing skills, I can pretty much create an animation on my own, an entire animation. So my plan is to create just a short pilot with a style that I want. I already have like a rough story idea and the number of characters, the type of characters that I want. Right now I'm in the process of designing the characters, finding a style. I've always been a fan of like very simple styles, like Adventure Time. So that was the style I'm heading for, Adventure Time, with a bit of something else from other creative aspects. I want to put some anime aspects of it. Anime has very good storytelling and very good at creating emotions. So that's what I really like about anime, is the emotions they put in. And Adventure Time, for example, is the style, their simplicity, and how attractive the character looks. But I also find that I wanted to create something, that hasn't been out there, and I don't know why. I realized a lot of animations, they either like the writing is very good, but the animation is very crappy, the design is very crappy, or sometimes the animation is very good but the storytelling is bad, or sometimes it's very violent and the animation is very crap. Something like that, it's always a teeter-totter over one side. So I'm trying to find a fine line where everything could meet, so the drawing, it's pretty good, the writing is pretty good, and I wanted to put in some gore or violence or very taboo things in the animation. People don't show or are afraid to show. Money reasons, pretty much, because they put so much money in it, and if you make something that's risky, you could lose all this money. But in my case, I'm not putting any money in it. It's just for my own sake, and it's just my own creative output. So that's my motivation for it right now, is to create this kind of pilot or a little short story that I have in mind. So right now, since I'm not drawing every single day, what I find myself doing is to just put in something as much as you can. Don't stress yourself about it. Don't beat yourself up if you cannot draw every single day. don't don't beat yourself up, because that's actually quite counterproductive. Counter something. Yeah, you know the word. I can't think of it right now. Counterintuitive. Yes. So it's actually making you worse, because now you're stressed out about not drawing. So don't beat yourself up if you're not committing to it because of something happening in your life. Just put in what you can. Right now, at least even like 15 minutes of just drawing anything that comes into mind. So these past few months, I've been just drawing figure drawings because I have no idea what to draw. So I just want to get my hand and moving and my eyes moving and coordination. So I'm going to show you what I've been doing lately. Just short figure drawings. Okay, this is one of the days that I spent. I don't know how long I took, but this whole entire process. You see, I don't really draw that much lately. I spent about 2 minutes on each of these sketches, drawing women again, and I try to focus on the gesture lines. I mentioned this earlier. That's the first thing I would do. I don't have my tablet. Okay, the gesture lines, as always, and I try to focus on the shapes. So it's a combination of like curves and straight lines, or curves and straight lines, kind of like things like this, curves and straight lines. So when I draw, I try to focus on things like that, just the foundation of drawing. I'm very big on foundation of pretty much anything that you learn. I'm a gymnastics strength training coach as well, and we're very big on foundation. The whole creating strengthening your foundation, it will strengthen everything else that you do. So I apply that kind of theory into my learning this skill as well, this art skill, which is the foundations of it. So I've been spending some time practicing on just that. The essential skills. Don't draw the little things that we don't really see, like the wrinkles. Just take care of the shapes first, and straight lines, curves, silhouettes. So for this side, I mentioned earlier about innovative drawing, which is drawing the same picture over and over again and just try to improve on it. So this is going this way. I think I spent about 2 minutes each. So I draw 2 minutes and draw it again and again and again and again, and just try to find what's wrong and try to improve on it. And you can see like some things are getting worse, some are getting better, but it's okay. It's practice. Let me show you more. Let's look at this one. I drew so many and I kind of lost track. So right here you can see I did more figure drawings. You can tell it's a little bit a little more loose, a little more clean. I find myself as I drew more and more, my lines are getting cleaner. So that's good. But everything else is kind of like up and down. I'm seeing more straight lines. Like this, you can see it's just a straight line. When it looks straight, just draw a straight line. If you see a curve, just draw a curve. Don't complicate things. So for this, I'll just draw a big curve. From here to here, you can see it's just one straight line that goes all the way. Even though it doesn't look like this in real life, but do that to begin with, then you can start adding details. Because it also helps simplify your drawings, which is my goal, to make it more simplified and create a more very simplified style. So I noticed a lot of things like this in other drawings, professional artists, that things like this, if it's a straight line, they'll just draw a straight line all the way like this, even though it doesn't really make sense in real life. But it looks easy on the eyes. You see them like, oh, okay, that's about right, I think, but it looks nice. I don't know. And after I did some figure drawings, I feel a bit motivated, and I started doing on my pilot short film thing I told you about. So I'm trying to figure out styles, of simplified styles, and how the characters look like. I know there's a guy character, female, hero guy, and a hero female. And I have a rough idea. I know the man, he's a man shape, a typical man shape. This is buff-ish, not buff, like a squarish head. I still haven't figured out what the story is. I just know that there's gonna be a male character, but the main character is the female. Lately I've been quite intrigued by female antagonist. I hope that's right. Antagonist is the good guy, right? Okay, which one is this? Protagonist, antagonist. I'm a big fan of female heroes because after watching like very popular shows like Game of Thrones, is that the only thing? I know there's more. There's more shows that show a lot of strong female characters. So Game of Thrones is one of them. There's so many strong female characters. I'm a very big fan of things like that. So I wanted to create a strong female character. Her with a ponytail tied up, and like she kicks ass and things like that. So I would sometimes spend some time just doodling, finding styles that I want. These I kind of like the style, but I'm not too comfortable with it yet. So this is one of the doodle sketches that I've been doing. Alright, I will start with this. As you notice, maybe by now you notice it. I spent some time, 2-minute sketches. I have no set amount of time. I just keep doing it until I feel good or feel comfortable. Then I'll just kind of categorize them by putting in a circle and 2 minutes, right? Sure, just label it. And I'm focusing on this time I'm drawing guys now. Because I thought like it's enough drawing women. I should just draw guys as well, just to balance things out. So I've been playing with that. And I know that guys have more straight lines, so I keep that in mind. So I drew a lot more straight lines. I'm drawing with a mouse, pretty stupid. So more straight and edgy lines, but female will be more curves. Trying to find that balance in between. So I got sick of that, and I start doodling my own stuff, finding art styles again. I think this was Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z. Just trying different things, trying different art styles. Explore, Drawing is about exploring. So this style that this pilot that I'm trying to think of the story, I have no idea what to call it yet, so I'm just calling it Fusion for now. I think it's a reminiscent of Dragon Ball Z Fusion, that dance they do. So I start off with the 2-minute sketches again, figure drawings. Focusing on like curves and straight lines and curves and flow as well. You see, there's flow here, there's flow. Is it flow? Like that. Flow. That's the first thing you should keep in mind is the flow, and also keep in mind of the weight, the balance of the weight. So for character like this, I think she's actually leaning against a wall because she's off balance. Yeah, this one's balanced. I think this is not balanced. It's balanced. Right, balanced. Alright, and once I warmed up with that, it's a warm-up plus practice. I start because I wanted to create storyboards. So I thought, what if I just research on some famous movies, just framing, practicing some framing, because I don't really know what I was doing with the drawing yet. I just know I need to practice on storyboarding. So I just researched best movie scenes on Google Images, and I got things like this. So this is like a Bruce Lee. This is a framing shot. I just draw it off. This is Obi-Wan in Star Wars. I think it's Obi-Wan. This is Reservoir Dogs, the old Quentin Tarantino movie. I don't know what this is. Oh, Home Alone. Shit. And this is that whole movie, Jack Nicholson. I keep forgetting the name of this movie. This makes me laugh. Alright, and then I've started jumping back into the story that I'm creating. Because there's a character. It's quite a demonic looking monster thing where the two person fuse together and becomes this thing. That's why I call it fusion, because I have no idea what to call it. So I'm just doodling some silhouettes. I think I start off with a messy silhouette with all these edges and curves, because I want to play with that. Just start with the silhouette first. I noticed a lot of concept artists. Some concept artists, they try this way. They drew a silhouette of something, and then they try to see something out of it, and they start detailing what it is. So I was just playing, you know, with wide shoulders, maybe, and maybe sleek, long legs. How about a sword? I don't know. I mean, big forearms? Yeah, I don't know. Just trying it out. And I think this one was one of the shots that I wanted to have in my story. So I just drew it out just for fun, just see what happens. 2-minute sketches, as always, with the ladies. And I got bored of that. I start exploring my art style again, trying to experiment with different eyes. So you could see I'm drawing like a very squarish, sharp nosy kind of. I'm looking for a simplified style which I can draw over and over again. I find that these are a little, I don't know, I don't feel right with those things. So I start exploring more and more. Right, more 2-minute sketches. This time I tried drawing some guys and women in dynamic poses. No, this is off balance. More dynamic poses. Remember I mentioned straight line. If you see straight line, just draw a straight line. It somehow it feels better, even though it doesn't look like that in real life. Those ones I just I didn't really have much time, or I didn't feel like drawing. I only draw 3 images. That's about it. And also you just gotta put something into something. I could tell I'm getting a little bit rusty because this is when my drawings doesn't feel as organic as it did before. So from here I'm starting to focus on drawing poses. Alright, so after I didn't show you every single thing. I'm just trying to show you just milestones of what I did. So sometimes I don't feel like I could draw very well. You might see this sometimes. Sometimes you draw well, sometimes you don't. So this is one of the days that I don't feel like I was drawing well. I didn't even finish the whole figure yet. I was drawing all these little things. You know, wasting time. Don't do that. I didn't even finish the legs here, so I should be focusing on just completing the whole shape. You know, at least the whole shape. Drawing mouse. So once I'm done with that. So this is the style that I'm starting to feel more like, you know, I feel comfortable with, which is kind of Adventure Time influenced. The dotted eye is just dot and dot eye. So this is the female character and this is the guy character. So I feel like this is what I'm heading for, this kind of simplified style. And yeah, for this day, this is what I got. Still exploring. I have some drawings on paper that I did not scan or anything because I'm lazy. I don't want to show it. Right, 2-minute sketches. Whoop. More exploration of the style that I kind of have a feel for, and try to start drawing some poses of the character I want to be doing. This is one of the older ones that I did. I did this in early May, which is 2 months ago. I think this is when I got my 3 characters down. I wanted something like this. The bad guy, the female good guy, male good guy. These 3 characters. I think this is where I start off with. This is where I'm still in development of how their faces look like. I wanted a different shape of their heads. So the guy has a more square shape, the girl has an oval, and the bad guy has a rectangular kind of shape. You know, just to create a nice, simple idea. Okay, so you notice that I've done all my drawings on PC lately. I haven't done any on paper. I did some at whenever I have free time, and I do not have access to my PC. So I'll draw on paper. I just did not scan it because I don't want to. It's okay. By the way, I'm using this drawing tool that I'm using. It's called Mischief. It's a very simple drawing tool. I really like it. The brushes are very simple. The software is not too heavy, so it's ideal for just doing simple sketches like this, or just practicing live drawings. Better than Photoshop in that way, but it's very limited in what you could do compared to Photoshop. So if you want to just practice your just digital art, just figure drawings or just doodles, this software is good. I think it's only like 20 USD, something like that, 20, 30, somewhere around there. Worth it, that's very worth it. It's 20, 30 USD and you have it for life. It's really good. Okay, so that's all my drawings. Now I'm going to show you some tutorials, recommended videos that you should watch on YouTube. They are either like podcasts, talks, or just tutorials. Let's begin now. Alright, I have all my links open. So one of the tutorials that I learned, one of the tutorials that's very good is this guy's YouTube channel, Ahmed Aldoori. Okay, this is one of the channels that I like to follow and listen to their tutorials. So he gave one very good tip about drawing women is to draw a triangle. I mean, if you look at a female head in profile, it's like a triangle like this to start off with, and then you draw everything else in. I find that really helps drawing this triangle. It creates like a nice, cute, appealing look for women. Something like that. So check out his tutorial. His YouTube channel is very good. By the way, all these channels I'm recommending, I'm not being sponsored in any way. It's just things that I like, and I find that if you want to learn how to draw, these are the best resources that you can find. One of the best. You probably might find more than me, but these are the ones that I like so far. And here's another channel that you can look for. It's called Will Terry. So he's a children's book author, illustrator. Children's book illustrator. So he once in a while he'll create a lot of these podcasts, tutorial kind of thing. It's non-edited. It's just him talking through, and you can just do your own thing and just listen to what he has to say. Because there's a lot of good advice in this particular video. I mean, a lot of his videos are very good advice, but this in particular I like. So he was talking about this, how to improve your drawing skills quicker. I forgot what he said, so I remember I watched it a while ago, and then I thought, this is very good advice. So I bookmarked it into a folder where I could share it to you guys in this series. And now I've totally forgot what he has to say. So I remember I really liked it, so you watch it. Will Terry. Next guy, it's the famous Feng. If you don't know who Feng is, he is a concept artist in Singapore. He has his own school and his own studio. Now, even though I don't like his art style in particular, but he gives a lot of very good advice. So he has this a podcast series where he talks about the other aspect of art career. You know, for this one, he's talking about learning on your own. So this is the podcast that you should listen to when you're learning how to draw on your own. Because when I listen to this, I'm like, yes, that's exactly what he said. It should be that way. Because he talked about how much hours you should put in. I think he mentioned you should put in 4 hours a day of practicing art, and not 4 hours of Facebook art and then playing games and art and in total 4 hours. No, it's 4 hours of deliberate drawing. And he was saying that to be one of the best, you just really have to put in that much hours. Because by learning on your own, you are already behind. You're actually not at zero. You're starting at a negative. I've said that you're starting at negatives because when you're learning on your own, you're gonna learn a lot of wrong things, and you learn by trial and error. Let me drink. Unlike being at an art school where they have everything programmed for you, you just follow these steps and you're good to go. So learning on your own, you're actually behind. Therefore, you have to spend even more time drawing. That's the main part about this podcast. He talks about other things as well. So check this out. It's called Feng Zhu FZD School. Feng Zhu Design School. Another art school you could check out is Schoolism. They have a very good online course of different aspects, from figure drawings to character design, different things like that. It's like you pay a 1-year fee and then you have access to all your classes. But it's a little expensive, so I'm just sticking to his YouTube channel, which he gives good advice. Bobby Chiu is his name. He's the CEO of this schoolism company. So once in a while he'll give videos like this, like how to draw, a little advice for artists. Another YouTube channel I recommend you watch and subscribe to, it's Kienan Lafferty. So Kienan Lafferty is a concept artist in Riot Games. He's a freelance concept artist right now, but before that he was a full-time. And he made his own comic, and I find him very motivating because he quit his job just so that he could create his own comic, and he makes not much from it. You know, he just left and just create a comic, left Riot Games. It's a very big company, so there's a big commitment, and just you know, knowing what you want to do and then just go for it. So I really respect Kienan for doing this. So this is another guy you should check out. Very good tutorials. He gives very straightforward advice. His videos are a little long because he doesn't edit his videos. He just records one shot and just publish it. But I have no problems with that. I usually like to draw and listen to him while I work. So in this video in particular, that I liked, he talked about design, the design 101, which is having a medium, small, and large ratio. And in animation, it has the same thing too. We have a medium, small, and large timing or spacing and such, and that creates appeal in your design. He was saying in this video, but he probably talks about more than that, and he shows how he applies it to all his art, some of his art. Yeah, this is a very useful tip, and you should watch this video. Kienan Lafferty. And this is the last video I want to show you. It's this YouTube channel is called Cube Brush. So Cube Brush is by this artist, this concept artist in Blizzard Games. He's not there anymore, but he was there for a very long time. So he has this YouTube channels where he shows his walkthrough, his art, and he gives tutorials. And lately he's been selling a lot of cool looking tools and apps. So this tool in particular that he's showing is a gesture drawing tool. I've been waiting for a tool like this for a very long time, because I've been doing my figure drawings using a web interval timer kind of thing. So this is an offline version of gesture drawings with interval timer. So you can select a folder of image reference that you want to draw from, and then just set a timer for like every 2 minutes. It would flip to the next image randomly. You could scale it by the size of your video like this, and yeah, it's very good, and it's not that expensive. It's about 10 USD. I forgot how much it was, but this is one of the tools that I recommend, and his YouTube channel. It's one of the YouTube art channels that I actually subscribe to and I listen to. That is all for this video. Let me just conclude what I just taught today. So I talk about finding your why in doing this. When you know your why in doing this, you can structure your time accordingly. So for example, my why in doing this is to create a story, like a pilot, storyboard, animated kind of thing. And then I have to know what my priorities are. Like, is this the most important thing that I have to do? Not really. This is probably number 4 on my list. Number 1 skill that's important to me is my animation skill and my career. Number 2, it's my gymnastics skill. Number 3, it's my public speaking, coaching, teaching, making videos like this in general. That's my number 3 skill. Number 4, it's my drawing. So once you know what your priorities are in that scale, in number 1, number 2, number 3, you can structure your time according to that. And don't beat yourself up if you cannot do what you set yourself out to do. Nothing ever goes according to plan. It's always something happens and you have to just improvise and just change on the fly. The most important thing is that you're actually doing something. At least you're moving forward, even though it's very slow. And all those YouTube links that I shared to you, those YouTube channels, really use YouTube and Google. They're the best resource that you can find ever right now in this era. You have to be very grateful that we have things like this, where we can just unite and share things with each other.
That's all for this video. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like this, you can subscribe. I make a lot of animation tutorial videos. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.